Dear friends, in Advent we read about John the Baptist and his eschatological, which means the end of times message. From the Bible you can get that impression that John was special, that he was a unique character. And to some degree he was. He was special for his practice of baptism and slow, one at a time, or small group after a small group, infiltration of the promised land by sending those who were baptized back with a new agenda. But otherwise, he was just one of many similar prophets of divine judgment and justice. Almost contemporary with John Baptist was a similar prophet among Samaritans, and Pontius Pilate took care of him and his movement in his peculiar bloody manner. A prophet named Th.D. came 2 decades later, and an Egyptian prophet another decade later after that. Josephus Flavius reports a number of prophets before and after, and he called them, of course, charlatans. But all these prophets were rather quickly killed, and their followers either killed or scattered. They shared one thing in common. They followed footsteps of Joshua. They wanted to recapture the promised land, to liberate the people of God from occupation from the Romans, and allow them to live according to divine justice. And this fact that John was just one of many similar prophets of that time is something you might not know about the Bible. But furthermore, when the modern people hear the message of John as recorded in the synoptical Gospels, the axe is at the root, and every tree that does not bear fruit will be cut down and thrown into the fire. Or, the winnowing fork is in his hand, and he will clear his threshing floor and burn the chaff with unquenchable fire. So, when the modern people hear this message, especially the city dwellers, they imagine scary prophetic visions, fiery Armageddon, the destruction end times. Friends, nothing can be further from the truth of the original intentions. It only shows our modern urban ignorance. Those are both agrarian images from horticulture and agriculture. And no orchard keeper would burn the entire grove of trees. No farmer would burn the entire harvest. These images are not about complete destruction of the world. They are about great cleanup of the world, about purification, making the world better, nicer, healthier, more just. Divine judgment is not to destroy the world, but to clean it from all our mess, our pollution, our exploitation, and our injustice. You don't need to be frightened, scared, or worried. It is a good thing for everyone. This bright and hopeful dimension of this message of John the Baptist, that is something you might not know about the Bible. And I want to invite you, rejoice with us this second Sunday in Advent in this God's good and bright intention for the world, a big cleanup